Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be answering the questions that you've asked. I posted a video last week saying you can ask us whatever you want and I would sit down and answer them for you. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. I really appreciate, guys, I really appreciate all y'all taking the time to ask me these questions or ask us these questions. So let's get started because there's quite a few and I don't want this video to be 6 miles long. But I've got my laptop here and that's how I'm going to be looking at the questions. Question number 1. From My Son Runs. Can you share what makeup you use? You always look amazing. Thank you, Katie. I do get asked this question quite a bit, it seems like recently. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video showing, what I use. It's a hodgepodge. There's no rhyme or reason to what I use, but I'll gladly share it with y'all because, if it could be helpful, I'll gladly show you. So I have been a Merle Norman snob. I actually have the Merle Norman foundation and blush on today, but everything else is just a mix match, thing. So, but I'll be putting a video together about that soon. Thank you for that question, Katie. Next question is from Joyce Fortunato. I hope I said that right. She said, I have not been subscribed to your channel for very long. So I would ask you the question, why you started a low-carb diet and what made you want to take the weight off? I would ask you this because I have hypothyroidism and it is hard to take weight off. I'm able to take a few pounds off, but never the amount that I want. It is under control with meds, but still a struggle. Any advice on what you do to take the weight off, Gina, would be so appreciated. As always, I'm loving your channel. You and Clay are truly a joy to watch. Thank you, Joyce. We love having you here sharing in our videos with us. I did not do this diet. I did not start this diet for anything other than my health. I have, I've been fortunate most of my, or all of my life, I've been not all of my life, most of my life I was overweight. But all of my life I had been healthy. All my blood work had always been great. And I guess, hitting the big 5-0, put a damper on that. I got my numbers back. My triglycerides were like 1,134, something like that. And so I had to do this for my health. I was borderline diabetic. I'm no longer borderline diabetic. I also have hypothyroidism, and we keep it in control with medicine. I have a janky gallbladder and I have diverticulitis. So I have a lot of issues that I'm having to try to work around, but I really had to go on this diet and get the weight off. Not just get the weight off, but get myself into a healthier place because, I have Clay and I don't want to leave Clay. I don't want to leave any of my kids without a mom, but I especially don't want to leave Clay without a mom. So yeah, I thought I would take control and do better. So that's why I did it, and weight loss came as like a side effect of just trying to get healthy. So that's why. And thank you for that question, Joyce. We really appreciate having you here. I may seem like I'm rushing, but there's quite a few, and I know I'm a talker, and I don't want to keep y'all here for 10 forevers, so that's why I'm kind of doing it in a hurry. This next question is, it says James Elliott, but I know this is Sharon watching on her husband's account. How did you start cake decorating? How do people find you if they wanted cakes? How long have you been doing decorating? And then she signed her name Sharon. I started cake decorating just by accident. I had some health issues and, wasn't able to do, like I love to work out in my yard and work on my house and stuff like that. And well, I couldn't do that anymore. So I needed to find something that I could do mainly with my hands. That didn't require any, strenuous. I felt like caking wasn't going to be strenuous, but it turns out that it is a very strenuous job. But I had, had some health issues, and our daughter was going to be turning 20 around, about a year or so after all my ordeal. And I thought, I really want her to have one of those really pretty cakes. I know, I'll make her one. And that's where it came from. I got on the internet and I looked up, like I spent literally probably thousands of hours researching and learning and all that kind of stuff. That's how I learned. How do people find you if they wanted a cake? They don't. I don't have my shop open to the public anymore, so I'm not taking orders. I do like friends and family, but that's all. I'm not taking any orders. And how long have you been doing it? About 9 years. Yeah, so that's that. Next question. is by Shannon M. I just love you. Love you too, girl. Your channel and watch daily. Looking forward to this video. My question is, have you ever attended a Pride Festival with Nicole before? If so, what was your thoughts? And if not, would you go? I've never been to one. I would absolutely go. She's not that kind of girl. She doesn't want to do stuff like that. In fact, I've asked her to go with me and she didn't really want to go, so I didn't go. But if any of y'all are in my area and want to go, call me. I'll go with you. Next question is by Beth Lowell. Hi, y'all. Question for Sir Clay. Are you or can you make a video series on building and decorating your tiny house, please? I'm excited for you. Tiny houses are so, and I think she means cool because it's like the little man with sunglasses. We think they're cool too. I am going to answer this for Clay because I can. Yes, we will be doing videos on the process of building his tiny house. I'm just not sure when we will get started on it, but we will do a series on it. All right, next question is by Mary Christopherson. I'm sorry, Mary. I know you are busy with the family, but what do you do in your spare time for fun or relaxing? You know, that is what I do for fun. I like being with my family. I love doing stuff for my family, sewing, crafting, anything like that. You know, we're very family oriented. We enjoy spending time with each other. So that is what I enjoy. I enjoy, sewing stuff for the family, for my house or something like that, decorating the house, painting, remodeling, all that kind of stuff. All the things that you see in my videos, that's what I enjoy. And that's why it's here on my channel, because it's just what I enjoy. I'm not, I love people. I love people very much, but I'm not like a real outgoing, being around people sort of person. Anyway, so yeah, I just like homebody stuff. I'm old, like homebody stuff. Okay, next question is by Claire Wood. Why are you not doing cakes anymore? Loved watching your videos. This is a hard question to answer. I want to be doing cakes. I would love to still be doing cakes, but I think people don't understand how hard caking is. And I made the cakes, I baked the cakes, I bought the supplies, I cleaned the shop, I attended to the customers, answered orders. I did everything. I was a one-man show, and that is very, very, very hard to do. And so as I've said, I've had, some health problems, and I'm not capable of handling 10 people's jobs on a daily basis. I just couldn't keep up. It's very hard on my body. And I found myself having to have pain medicine to function. And so I don't like to take pain medicine. So I choose to not do the cakes and not take pain medicine, as opposed to do cakes and take pain medicine. So that's why. I mean, I wish I could still do it. I wish I had found it earlier in life. But at the same time, I know earlier in life, I would have never had the patience to sit and do a cake the amount of hours that it takes to do one. So I just can't keep up with it. That's why. Next question is from Ann D.H. I'm doing keto too. Almost 60 pounds, 40 more to go. You go, girl. I would really love your royal icing recipe. I can't seem to get right consistency. Also was wondering how Nicole was doing. Hope all is well. I use Sweet Sugar Belle's recipe. You can Google it. I'll try to remember to link it, but if I don't, you can just Google Sweet Sugar Belle's royal icing recipe, and that's what I use. And the consistency, I've never had a problem with it. If you follow her, if you do what she says, I mean, I follow hers, and I've not ever had a problem with it. So Nicole is doing great. She is still in Colorado, has no intentions of coming back. I mean, like, she will to visit, but not like to stay. She's met someone, and they're just loving life, learning, getting to know each other, and all that kind of stuff. So yep, she's doing great. And hope all is well. We're all good. Next question is from Rebecca Perkins. How long have you and Dan been married? How did you meet again? Clay, how long do you think it will be before you and your family begin on building your house? Sending you guys love from me. Well, we're sending love right back, Rebecca. We really appreciate you always having a kind word for us here in the comments. Dan and I have been married for, this November will be 32 years. We met in high school. He's 5 years older than me, you know, age-wise, but he was only 4 years older than me school-wise because I started at a private school that didn't have a kindergarten. Yeah, that's how old I am. So I got to go ahead and go to first grade. So we're only 4 years apart in school, but 5 years apart in age. And on Clay's tiny house, I'm not really sure like exactly when we will start. We've already got the trailer because Clay's tiny home will be built on a trailer, so it'll be movable. We've already got that, and we've already got a ton of the stuff together for it. But as you know, Dan is a hoarder, and he's got a whole bunch of crap hoarded out there. And I told him until he cleans some of his crap up, he can't start another project. So until he gets that done, no tiny house. But I'm on him, guys. I think we'll be starting hopefully this summer. We'll be able to start on it. Next question is from Miss Spark 111. And she had 2 comments. It says, I'm loving your background. Thank you. And I think she was meaning when I was in there in my bedroom. And as a matter of fact, we are redoing, it's crazy, y'all. I had a bedroom over there. Nicole moved out, so I moved my bedroom into her old bedroom and was going to turn that room into a big living room. But this bed in here is like this close to the wall, and I can't handle it, y'all. I have to climb in from the foot, and it's killing me. So we're redoing that room over there to put my bedroom back over there. And when I put it back over there, I'll probably film in that room just because I love it. I mean, anyway, we'll have it done soon, and I'll show y'all, and I'll probably be filming over there. So you'll be seeing that background more often. And then she said, would love to see makeup or hair how-to videos from you or your favorite lipsticks or something. And so that's really not a question, but I have been asked a lot about the hair and makeup, even though I don't feel like I know anything in that category. I'm nowhere, I'm not, I mean, I know we don't all have to be experts, but I feel like I don't even know, like I'm like a novice, like a complete novice. But so I've been getting asked that question so much lately. I will put together a video soon. Next question is from Right Way Corrigan. Hi, Gina and family. 1, have you ever made a video on how you do your hair? Some of the ways you fix it, messy bun braids are so pretty. I haven't, but I will. 2, what about a Dollar Tree haul? I love those, and it seems lots of folks do also. Oh, and not a question, but just an idea. Maybe some people who view but don't sub have the notion you mainly do cakes since that's your title. The first one of yours I watched was almost by accident. It was about how you have lost so much weight. I was hooked and soon discovered you have a little of everything and not just cakes. Subbed immediately because your personality and wonderful family. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, because you always have such amazing comments for us, and we really, I mean, I truly appreciate the interactions I get to have with y'all here in the comments. I don't know if I'll do a Dollar Tree haul or not. I mean, who knows? I'm going, you know, I go there a lot, so you know, maybe I'll show y'all what I buy there. I don't know. I think more than Dollar Tree hauls, I would like to do like some stuff I make, like I go to the Dollar Tree and buy some plates or whatever, and then make something out of it. I think I'd rather show y'all videos like that than just a haul, because to me those are a little bit more fun, and not only did I just show you stuff, I showed you what you could do with that stuff too. So that's probably what I'll do, you know, more along the lines of. And on the why people are not subbed, I think you're exactly right. People are probably not subbed to my channel because I did a channel, I mentioned this in a video not long ago. Like 80-something% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel, and I think that's because people just happen upon my channel by accident. It's in their suggested videos over to the side, and it's usually my cake videos, and those people aren't looking, it's like not cakers looking for a video. It's just random people just randomly watching stuff. And so they don't subscribe because they're not looking for cake ideas, you know. It was just an accident. So I think you're right. That's why most of mine are not subscribed. But hopefully we'll change that and more will subscribe and stay here to see all of it and not just like the cakes or whatever. So anyway, okay. The next question is from Gail Roderick. And y'all, I have to admit, I laughed out loud when I saw this question. She said, I enjoy your family so much, Gina. Thanks for letting us be a small part of your life. Clay Day is in my head now. Does Clay have an old soul? Nothing seems to rile him. I like that about him. I'm going to answer that part first. Yes, Clay does have an old soul. I know y'all hear me call him Clay Man or just Man. And that's where that came from, because ever since he was a tiny little person, he reminded me of a little old man. So that's where Man came from. That's why I call him Man, because I don't want to call him Old Man. So that's why I just call him Man. But he does have an old soul, and I love that about him. Then she said, my question to you, you said we could ask anything. Are your teeth your own? I noticed your daughter's teeth are beautiful too. Have a groovy weekend. Hey, Clay. Gail. This made me laugh out loud. I have always been somebody that notices other people's teeth. That's just, you know, some of us just notice that. And that's kind of a question that I don't know how to answer this. These are my teeth, but I've had extensive dental work. Like what I've spent on my mouth, I could be driving, you know, a really nice new car. So yes and no. They're mine, propped up with dental work. I mean, I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, I don't know how else to answer that. And yes, my daughters do have beautiful teeth. I was very adamant because I didn't have pretty teeth. And I think that's what made me made me pay attention to it, is because I didn't have pretty teeth and I wanted pretty teeth so bad. So I was very adamant with my kids about keeping, you know, taking very good care of their teeth. I had all their teeth sealed when they were little kids, so they would never have cavities. And as far as I know, none of them have had, you know, well, now Clay has had. Cameron and Nicole have not had cavities. Anyway, but Nicole has never had braces. She just got gorgeous teeth. Cameron has gorgeous teeth, but she did have braces. And Clay, because of the genetic disorder, we've had, you know, a lot of stuff done. He's had extensive work done on his mouth, and he had, like, his upper teeth his palate was very small, and it came down inside his lower teeth. So we had to have his upper palate stretched. That was an ordeal. And we offered braces, and he didn't want to do them. So, and I don't blame him, because, you know, he had a lot of work done. But yeah, that's how I'm going to answer that question. All right, next question. Granny T. I'm a low carb gal too, so I have wondered about which diet you follow. Low carb, Granny. And would love to see more low carb meal fixing videos. Really love your channel and enjoy all the videos. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for being here, Granny. I follow the low carb. There's no name for it. I mean, some people may call it Atkins. Some people may call it like a version of keto. I just call it low carb. That's all I pay attention to. I don't count calories. I don't count macros. I don't do anything except keep up with my carbs. That's all I do. So low carb. That's what I do. And you will be seeing lots more videos on the low carb front, you know, recipes, what I eat, grocery hauls, and stuff like that, because I know that is something people are very interested in. I'm very interested in it. So we'll be doing a lot more of that in the coming months. Next question is by Ewog84. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Did you want all your kids' names? This makes me laugh too. Did you want all your kids' names to start with a C, or is it just the names you liked? I did not set out to name my kids all with the same sounding names. Now, let me tell you a funny story, just a quick funny story. I worked for a number of years for the school district, and us two secretaries, our desks faced each other, and so we worked facing each other every day. And so I was, you know, putting information in one day, and I said, you know what I hate? I hate when a family names all their kids with the same letter to start with. And I looked at him, she was going. I said, what are you looking at me like that for? She said, you did it. I said, no, I didn't. She said, Gina, yes, you did. And I went, no, I didn't do that. And she's like, Gina, come on. Cole, Cameron, Clay. So, yes, it sounds like I named them all with C's. But see, Cameron's is with a K. So in my mind, I didn't do that. So I didn't intentionally do it, but I did do it. So yeah, and yeah, that's just the way it worked out. And I also didn't see it that way because Cole is not, like, you know how like we have 3 names and that's not her first name. So, yes, it's nicknames, you know what I mean? So that's why I didn't see it as a CCC thing, because for one, it's not their full names, and Cameron's is a K, so I didn't, yeah, I'm crazy. Next question is by Nanny BB. I think that's what that is. I think it's Nanny BB. In my mind, you're Nanny BB, so I'm sorry if I have that wrong. I'd like to know how the girls are and what happened with your back. Love your channel and look forward to new videos. Take care. Thank you, Nanny BB. I appreciate you being here. The girls are great. Like I've said, Nicola's in Denver, having the time of her life. Cameron is in Houston, enjoying life as it comes. She works a lot and she works hard. So, I mean, I don't want to say she's not having fun. She's loving life, but you know, it's a grind. You know, she's right in the middle of it, hustling. So, but they're doing great. What happened with my back? It's a long story, and I do want to do a story time video about it. Kind of as a way of therapy for me, because it helps to talk about it sometimes. I don't talk about it much because it still kind of makes me cry some. But I think I'll do a story time video on it when I'm in a really good headspace and won't cry, because I don't want to cry through it. But to make a long story short, I hurt myself. Through the years, I had hurt myself many times because I'm not afraid of anything. I will tear a house down if I want to. Dan has left many mornings threatening, do not take that wall out, and he'd get home and the wall would be out. And not only out, I'd have it torn out and the crap stacked beside the road. So I've not taken care of myself. So I had hurt myself. I went in to have a micro discectomy and suffered complications. So anyway, next question is Regina Fultz. You go, girl. I've lost over 100 pounds, but I had lap band surgery to help. I do lots of protein and very low carb. Girl, let me just say this. I don't care how you went about losing your weight, lap band, gastric bypass, low carb. I don't care how you do it. I am so proud of you. It is a hard job, no matter how you go about the journey. It's a tough one, so I'm very proud of you. Next question is by Jane Steele. Would you do a weekly weigh-in video? Also, makeup tutorials. Your makeup is always fantastic. Thank you so much, Jane. And as far as the weekly weigh-in video, I won't do that, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if it's, am I bordering on an eating disorder? Is it like OCD? I don't know what it is. But if I let myself get caught up in the numbers, I get really caught up in the numbers. And if I were to make a big, like, not a big deal, but making a video about it would be a big deal in my mind. And so I would become hyper focused on that number, and I would want that number to go down no matter, like, because I would be like being held accountable here on my channel. If I did videos on it, I would be being held accountable, and I would become obsessed with those numbers and making those numbers go down. And I would treat my body in a negative way to make that happen. And so I'm not going to get caught up in the numbers. I hope that answers your question, and I'm sorry, but I cannot let myself get caught up in an unhealthy cycle. You know, I've been there before, and I could easily go there again if I let myself focus on those numbers like that. So I'm sorry. Next question. And this is the girl that told me about drinking the pickle juice, so I love her. She is Creatively Kido Christy. Does the whole family eat low carb, or do you have to prepare separate meals for them? What is your favorite low carb meal to make? My family is not low carb, and I don't make a whole special separate meal, I will make a meal that parts of it is low carb and parts of it's not low carb. So we all eat it. I just eat the low carb parts of it. And sometimes I make them eat, like I will make a complete low carb meal, but I have found some good recipes that they enjoy too, and they don't even care that it's low carb. So sometimes they're low carb, but most of the time they're not. They have carbs, a lot of carbs, you know, every day. But they are doing better. And what is my favorite low carb meal to make? I would say that's probably like a pork chop, you know, a fried pork chop. Oh, that is so good. And cauli mash and a salad. That's just probably my go-to. I cook it so much because we all enjoy it. We'll all eat it. And yeah, it's easy. So that's probably my favorite one. Although we like that low carb cheeseburger casserole. We all like that too. And I don't mind making stuff like that. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. I mean, I don't mind, you know, making any of them. But my favorite would be pork chops and cauli mash and a salad. So yeah. Okay, next question. Is by Francie Gilbert. What makeup foundation do you use and lipstick? What is the most amount of weight you lost in 1 week/month? At the moment, I'm using a Merle Norman base, and I pretty much always use a NYX lip liner and an array of different products to go with that. But I'll show y'all in a video soon. And what is the most amount of weight you lost in a week or month? Again, I don't want to play on the numbers here, because I know there was a time in my life, if I was trying to do this low carb diet and I was watching somebody and she said, oh y'all, I lost X amount of pounds in 10 days, and I had not lost, and I had been following the diet and I didn't lose that much weight in that many days, I would give up. But yeah, so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to get into numbers because I don't want to discourage anybody, because I know there was a point in my life when if I had not been as successful as somebody else, I would have given up. And I don't want anybody to give up from hearing numbers, you know, that I've done. I do happen to lose a lot of weight fast, but then I plateau, and I hit that plateau and I stay there. So it's as wide as it is long. You know, some lose a lot in the beginning and then plateau. Some don't lose a lot. I mean, but it's a steady loss, you know. So I don't really want to get into the numbers like that. I'm sorry. Next question is, should you make it or bake it? She said, would y'all ever visit Georgia? Love you, girl. Love you too. I don't think we've ever been there. We have been up that side of the states. But I don't know that we've, maybe we haven't, I just don't remember, but I don't think we've been to Georgia. But we would love to go. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll drag Shirley over there to see you, girl. You never know with us. Next question is Kido with Greg and Ann. Have you ever thought about selling makeup? You look great, girl. I subscribed the first video I watched. I just love you, and you're Southern, so am I. I wish I had just half the subscribers you have. Thank you, Ann. I have never thought about selling makeup. It's just not something I would be interested in. And I thank you for saying I look great. Thank you for subscribing too, because you know, us Southern girls have got to stick together. Okay, this is the last question. It is Juliet Whitaker. The question is for Clay and Gina. What song, if you had to pick one to be put on repeat just for fun? I asked Clay this question this morning before he left, and he said his would be Beer for His Horses. Now, guys, I'm not a country music person. I'm not sure who sings that. Toby Keith is, I don't know who sings it, but that Whiskey for My Men, Beer for My Horses, that would be Clay's, he said. And me, I'm not sure I could pin just one down. I love Rod Stewart. I love Cher. I love CeeLo Green. I love 50 Cent. I mean, I love a lot of different stuff. And I'm more of a, you know, get up and dance, you know, kind of girl. Like, to me, country music is like sad and slow, and I don't like it. I mean, not that I dislike it, it's just not my jam. My jam is something that you can get up and, you know, hurt yourself trying to dance to. So yeah, I couldn't pick just one. I have a lot of Rod Stewart CDs, and there'll be days I put him in and just listen to him and share, and, you know, just different stuff. But I like, as a matter of fact, Clay came recently and asked me, you know, the FU song by CeeLo Green. I love that song, and because it makes me laugh, you know. I don't know. I like it. I like it. He come and asked me if I could help him make it be his ringtone. I didn't, but he asked me if I could. But yeah, like, you know, my milkshake brings all the boys in the yard. They're like, his is better than yours. So yeah, that's my kind of jam. Okay, guys, that's the questions for today. I really appreciate all y'all taking the time to sit down and ask these questions. I love hanging out here with you on our channel. This is my therapy. You know, I just can't explain how thankful I am to have this new amazing group of friends that we get to support each other and cheer each other on. I love it. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me on my channel. I have all kinds of plans for fun stuff in the future. If you enjoy, you know, what you've seen here, if you're not subscribed, please take a second to subscribe, because I'll be doing lots more of this in the future. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next video.